everyone, Lock Garden Bird Lady here, coming to you guys with a quick video. And in this video here, I just want to talk about some things that I feed my parrots. So let's jump right into it. Thank you so much, guys, for stopping on my channel. If this is not your first time, welcome back. If this is your first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope that you do decide to join the family and stay by hitting that like button, that subscribe button, and ringing that bell. Now, I always say this is a very diverse channel. Talk about all types of things in this channel. I mostly try to keep it around parrot care, but if there's something that's on my mind or something else that interests me, I'll post it. So you can actually check out my channel, look around. I'm pretty sure that you'll find something that you like, unless you either are a hater or you don't have good taste, which I don't know what to tell you because I don't have those problems. But anyway, I'm kidding, sort of. But anyway, just check around. Pretty sure you'll find something that you like. Turn on the notification bell, so if you are here for parrot videos, you'll be notified whenever I post a parrot video. So with that being said, I want to put a disclaimer out here. I'm going to talk about what I feed my parrots. This is recommendations from the avian vet, things that I've researched online, things that I've researched over the years, things that I've talked to, when I adopted him, what the sanctuary told me what was best for feeding him. They were certified in this training. I am not a parrot expert. I have no certifications, no credentials to tell me that I am, to be able to sit here and say that I am a parrot expert. What I am is I have so much passion for these birds. I love them. I feel for them because there is a parrot crisis. There are so many parrots that are in sanctuaries that are being abused, that are being neglected, and I decided to take on the responsibility of, well, first I bought a parrot because I did not know what the crisis was. Once I found out how bad the parrot industry was with breeding and everything, I decided to open up my home and adopt Casper here. So Danny's actually on the other side playing on his cage. Danny is he just kind of likes to do his own thing. As long as he's out, he's happy. He doesn't have to be right on me or right next to me as Casper does, because Casper is very clingy. He's a cockatoo. He's very clingy, as you can see. But Danny just likes kind of just playing on the monkey bars, and he's the kid on the playground that really likes to play by himself unless it benefits him. So if he wants to come over and join the video, he can, but if he doesn't, then you'll probably just hear him squawking in the background. He's just playing. That's all he's doing. But yeah, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't have any credentials. I'm not a parrot expert. I'm not going to sit here and act like I know everything about parrots. I have made mistakes with caring for my parrots over the years, and I've learned from those mistakes, and I've been corrected about others who also have a passion for these parrots. So if there is something that I am doing wrong, or something that I left out, or something that you feel like I should be doing with my parrots that I'm not doing, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Feel free to correct me, but just don't be a jerk about it. There's no need for that. Don't be a jerk about it. Just tell me and it's fine. But anyway, it's just years and years of research, years of having them, making mistakes, my parents getting sick, and me learning how to prevent them from getting sick, because I don't like paying $400 to $500 vet bills. So it's just a combination of all the information and things that I've learned over the years. But with that being said, let's get into the reason that you are here. Let's get into what I feed my parrots. Casper's really antsy today, so it's probably going to be one of those types of videos. But as I was saying, please excuse the glare on my glasses. I do want to make sure that I am in focus, but the glare causes me not to be in focus, and my camera tries to focus on Casper. This is what I deal with. This is the kind of stuff. Can you see him? Oh, you couldn't see him. Why do you pop back up every time I turn it around? Okay. But I decided to do this video on a whim. I was fixing their food this morning, watching them eat, and I'm like, it's been a pretty good video to do an update on what I feed my parrots, because I have found different things to feed them. So I just want to let you know what I use for my parrots. So the number one thing that I feed my parrots is vegetables. Sometimes I have to get a little tricky with how I feed, especially Casper. his vegetables because he's really picky at times. Sometimes he eats things with no, hey there. Sometimes he eats things with no problems, and then sometimes he just is a umbrella cockatoo and he doesn't want to cooperate. So what I have to do is, most of the time, Casper's food is like pureed or in a smoothie or chopped up really fine in a mash because he likes his food really soft. Danny, on the other hand, I can give Danny raw broccoli, raw carrots, and he would eat it just fine. He prefers his food to be harder. I noticed that even when it comes to eating Supreme, eating their pellets, Danny doesn't dip his as often as Casper dips his. So he prefers the harder texture as opposed to Casper, that even with his pellets, even with the Supreme, he lets it sit in the water for a while and get really soft and mushy, and then he would eat it. So that's one thing. If you are watching this video because you want to learn how to get your parrots to eat fruits and vegetables, you really have to learn how your parrots like to eat, because consistency is the key. Even with feeding them like apples, I can bake some apples and put a little bit of cinnamon on it, and Casper really likes it that way because it's mushy. But Danny, on the other hand, I can just slice off a piece of apple for him and he will just eat the apple raw like it is. Again, it's all about consistency. So yeah, like, even they're really smart, even with nutrition, even with supplements that I give. And I'll show you guys some of the supplements that I feed them. Even with supplements that I feed them, I have to kind of hide it in sweet potatoes and bananas. That's the way that is disguised. That's the way. Those are the only ways that I've been able to disguise it without Casper being able to taste it. Anything else that I try to mix it with, he always tastes it, unless it's like a smoothie with blueberries or something like that. He doesn't taste that. But all right, Dan, you gonna come over here? So I did find something recently, and I've been feeding this to my birds for about a month now. It is called there he is. Where are you going? Okay, so it is called Bird Street. So I did find this about a month ago, and I absolutely love it. It's called Bird Street Bistro. The two that I found that they really like is the appleberry and the hearty veggies one. Yeah, and the heartly veggies one. So they really like these. I like them as well because it like has a real, it's organic, it's all natural, no supplement, no fillers, anything like that. And before I start feeding my birds anything, I always do a lot of research on it. And so general consensus said that this is a really good food to feed my birds. Just to give you an idea, you can actually look it up, but just to give you an idea what's in it, like the heartly vegetable ones, it says an all natural nourishing blend of green lentils, carrots, and savory peppers mixed with healthy grains and spices. So you can actually see the lentils and the brown rice in here. So I really love that. And it has the Bastani rice. Bastani rice, organic whole millet, organic yellow sweet peas, organic bulgur wheat, green lentils, organic pearled barley, organic quinoa, organic almonds, organic grain blend, whole grain wheat, whole grain rye, corn, whole grain oats, whole grain spelt, whole grain kamut, which is also flaxseed, dried celery, dried carrots, dried peppers, cayenne pepper, cumin, and dried kelp. So everything in here is natural and organic, and they actually really like it. It is hard for them to eat something new. What I do with this, I take it a step further. I do add things in it like sweet potatoes, the carrot bits in here. Sometimes they are a little large and Casper won't eat them, so I put Mush carrots. I steam carrots and then I mush them up and I put them in here as well. I'll take broccoli and I'll puree broccoli and I will put broccoli in here as well. Also, I will sometimes put sweet peas. I would just take different kind of vegetables and mix it in here just to, you know, step it up a little bit. Hopefully Danny will fly over here eventually and you can see him, but he is going through a horrible molt this time. I really thought that he was plucking, that the molting is so bad. And so taking him to the vet said no, he doesn't have mites, he doesn't have scales, he shows no signs of plucking. I'm like, well, is he stressed? He says he seems really healthy. I've never seen Casper lose this many feathers in one molt before, so I'm still concerned. So I really dialed in his nutrition. The vet says he's okay, but it's just an extreme molt. So what I do is I do mix supplements in with their food. Like for Danny, I give this to Casper as well. I don't know if my camera's gonna pick it up because of the lights, but this is a supplement called Feather Up. And my camera's not picking it up, so I'm just going to put a photo of it here. This supplement is specifically for parrots who are losing their feathers, molting, or plucking. So I've been giving this to Danny, and I have noticed just within the last 2 weeks that I've been giving it to him that I can see a lot of new feathers coming back in. So I'm really glad about that. I also put supplements. Well, I'll just go ahead and show you all the supplements. I also put milk thistle. Camera again is not picking it up, so I'll put it over here. Milk thistle. This milk thistle and dandelion root. This is actually used to help detoxify your bird's liver. A lot of birds, a lot of parrots, they do end up dying from different type of liver diseases, and I give this to them once a week in their food, and it actually helps to detoxify their liver. So it's just taking that nutrition just a step further. And last but not least, when it comes to the supplements, I do have some other supplements, but these are just the main ones that I put in their food. This one here, it is the Benny Back Plus, and it is it's probiotics. And April from Parrot Care, she actually uses this kind for her. So it's the same thing, it's just in different forms. One is in like a gel or a paste, and the other one is powdered form. So whichever one your parrot prefers, whichever one you prefer to give your parrots. And again, I put them, I keep pointing on, and again, I'll put them over here. And I'm sorry I'm looking down, I'm actually looking at my MacBook so that I can watch Casper to see what he's doing behind me over here. Alright, so moving on. Okay, where are we going next? Oh, here we go. So next, I feed them pellets. Zupreme is my pellets of choice, or their pellets of choice. I have tried other pellets to give them, like Harrison's. Neither of them would eat Harrison's. Neither of them like Harrison's, so I had to end up going back to Zupreme, Zupreme is what the vet suggested anyway. So, but I use different types of Zupreme. Like this is the vegetable blend. One thing about Casper is very particular about the color of what he eats. He will not eat certain colors. Like he will not eat purple. He doesn't like purple for some reason. He won't eat. He will not eat purple. For some reason, he just won't eat purple. Yellow, orange, those are colors that he really likes. So what I do, yellow, orange, and pale or brown colors, light colors, are what he really likes. So I rarely give him, I don't give him a lot of Zupreme that has colors like the vegetable Zupreme. are the fruit Supreme. It's really weird because I also had a bag of pasta blend out, and I don't know where it is. I must have put it back in the refrigerator. So what I have to do with Casper is I have to give him the natural Supreme, and I have it in 2 different sizes because I give it to Danny sometimes as well. So the natural Supreme seems to work better for Casper, and he will actually eat either size. He prefers the smaller size to the larger size. I did notice that, so I probably won't buy the larger size anymore. I probably just keep with the smaller size. But yeah, so those are the pellets that I feed. Danny also eats. I don't know. If you're a Parrot owner, then you probably know who Marlene McCohen is. So she has partnered with Tops, and she has a USDA organic pellet line. And so go check Marlene out. Casper will not touch this. For some reason, the only thing that I can get him to do, he would eat the almonds out of it, and he would eat the little seeds out of it. But as far as the alfalfa pellets, he would not eat them. Danny absolutely loves these. So Danny does actually eat Marlene McCohen's signature blend Tops organic pellets. So he does eat that as well. Of course, I occasionally feed them fruit. I don't feed them fruit too often because fruit does tend to have a high sugar content, and I don't want them to have too much sugar. So I would say once every other day or every 2 days they get like banana or blueberries or something like that, but they don't eat fruit too often. The last thing, I feed them nuts. They eat walnuts and almonds. They really like those. Danny likes pistachios. Casper does not like pistachios, so go figure. That's one of the most difficult things about having 2 parrots is just feeding them. And a lot of people have said things. I've seen people make comments like, parrot, like, because I try, if I'm not growing their food myself, when I buy their food, I try to make sure, if I don't grow their food myself, when I buy their food, I try to make sure that I get organic it's listed organic. But typically I grow most of their food myself, especially their leafy greens and their broccoli and things like that. I grow it myself. And when broccoli season is over, I freeze the broccoli so that they can have some throughout the year, but they always end up running out and I have to go buy some. So when I do buy like broccoli and sweet potatoes and carrots, I do try my best to get organic. People have made comments about, food being expensive. Yes, my parrots' grocery bill is probably a lot more expensive. I would say a lot more expensive than my grocery bill is, but it also helps me to eat healthier as well, and it also keeps them healthy because I would rather pay a $100 every 2 weeks or every week grocery bill for my parents than to pay a $400 one-time $400 or $500 vet bill because they're not healthy. Another thing that I do give my parents, I like to be transparent, I do give them Sensible Seed. What this is for training, and if I'm doing like a video and I want them on the stand behind me instead of climbing all over me, I will put some in in their little bucket. But this is like once every now and then that they get the Sensible Seed. I think I bought this bag. Oh God, I think I bought this bag maybe in March. It was either February or March that I bought this bag. It was close to the beginning of the year. It was close to the beginning of the year when I bought this bag, and as you can see, it's still kicking. So this shows you how often I give them seeds. I prefer to use either Nutriberries. Matter of fact, Casper. Look. So I prefer to give them either Nutriberries when I'm training. them, or nuts, almonds, or walnuts. But sometimes I do feed them the Sensible Seed blend, especially when I need them. I want to get Casper to stay on his stand instead of climbing all over me while I'm trying to record. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. I'm pretty sure I probably left something out, but that's just to give you an idea of what I feed my parrots. I have learned a lot over the years. Like I said, I don't know everything, So yeah, I don't know everything, but thank you so much, guys, for watching and staying in here with me. If you have any questions, I will try my best to answer them. If I don't know myself, I will direct you to someone who probably does know, which is probably going to be April from Parrot Care, or either I can't remember his name, but he's from Chloe's Sanctuary. So they are actually certified in this. I'm not. But thank you so much, guys, for watching, and as usual, toodaloo, bye bye.